parler, en pile question, poser des connaissances partagées.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Open Live TV show. Today we are going to present to you a very nice show with a very important guest. Before I present to you our guest for today, I would like you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please give us a like, make a comment, and share it to your loved one. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Again, my name is Emeline Geri, the host of Open Live TV show. To our guests today, I'm going to say good afternoon, Mrs. Martine Innocent. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. It's a pleasure for us to have you with us at Open Live TV show. We know today is a very important day for you because you are going to share your story with the people today. So how do you feel about that today?
Oh my God, it's amazing to be able to share my story. It's a journey that I have, loved, come to love, and hope to have more people to learn about my journey.
Okay, so how do you feel to be here with us today? Are you happy, sad, excited?
I'm excited. I'm excited to talk. Like I said, I'm excited to talk about my journey and talk about what's going on, and so how important it is to make aware of what's going on.
Okay, that's nice. For those of you that are watching this show today, Mrs. Martine Innocent, she is a cancer survivor, and she is going to share with us her long journey. We know it wasn't something easy, but she made it. We give God glory, and she's going to share her story with us. Before we start with Martine, tell us a little bit about you. Are you married? Having children? Because we don't know a lot about you yet.
Well, my name is Martine, of course, Martine Innocent, and
Yes.
I'm not married. I do have a child who is going to be 5.
Okay.
I'm hoping to get married soon, one day.
Okay.
But I live in Palm Beach. I'm an investigator for the Public Defender's Office, and I am a God-fearing woman.
Okay. You know, one thing that I noticed from the day that I met you, the first time that I met you, I can see in you a woman of God.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I respect that from you because it's not easy to find somebody with the faithfulness that you have. You are a very faithfulness person.
Oh,
from the moment that we have the conversation, I say, oh my God, she truly a woman of God. You know why? Because of your courage.
yes.
Yes. So, Miss Martine, is your mom is living here?
Yes, my mom and dad are living in Palm Beach. They still live here.
Okay. So, nous connaissons ou parlons si créole, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. So, la fait biblique là connaît que Miss Martine c'est un Haitian American. Li parle créole, but mostly English. So, most of guys more bien en anglais, but we're gonna do our best to make sure that everyone understands the interview for today. Okay, so we know that you are here today to talk about cancer. We can say a killing disease.
Absolutely.
A killing. Okay, so how did you find out that you have cancer?
So I'm gonna do it in English and in Creole.
Okay.
In English, I was taking a shower one day, and I normally do the breast exam every morning just to see. So that morning, I felt a lump, And I was very suspicious of it. And then the very same day, I talked to my doctor and made an appointment to see him. And then he said, okay, we got to do further tests. So, je me levais au matin, et grand matin, je me baigné. Je toujours fait examen breast là. Dans breast là, je toujours fait examen dans matin, c'est l'homme trouve un long ou une boule sous TTA. Je me dis ça sont pas besoin de parler avec le docteur. Si on y a le docteur fait les connaît, il y a un petit problème, il dit qu'on ça venir, le même jour, il dit OK, il moyen boule là, il dit à nouveau pour nous faire test sur lui.
OK. So, là tu vois boule là. When you saw the lump, right? Were you afraid or were you already know that it's a cancer?
No. First, when I did it, I felt it. I was very scared because lo pa konon bagay, il faut you don't know. So, ou plutôt parler avec le docteur pour demander qui ça t'a dit, pas te penser des cancers yet. Just penser c'est maybe on bail, on ti bail calé on côté comme ça. C'est là.
So, but but you were panic, right?
Yeah, I'm panic.
Paniqué.
Yeah, commencé à penser, OK. Penser à penser à penser dans tête moi, c'est vrai.
OK.
Mais pas bien plus importance dans même temps ça. C'est après la docteur a dit nous besoin faire plus test. C'est là ça me dit on prie avec mon Dieu pour me demander qui ça lié.
OK. You pray to God. What happened? What did God tell you?
God told me several things.
Okay.
So, premièrement, bon Dieu, après je fais test, premier test là, on y a dit it's inconclusive. Ça veut dire qu'on ne pas connaître ça pour y faire plusieurs, which is a biopsy.
Okay.
Biopsy a son petit bail yo coupé côté pour là, puis on fait plus test. So, là ça, on parle avec bon Dieu, ça lié, bon Dieu fait connaître qui ça lié bon, force à courage. Si c'est conseil bien, fais-moi connaître bon force à courage. Fais prier, me parler avec mon Dieu. Mais 2 semaines après ça, le docteur a relé.
OK.
Quand il y a le docteur a dit, on a déjà bien ok moi, ça bon Dieu dit, bon Dieu dit il y a un cancer.
Oh
on est arrivé dans le docteur a dit yes, c'est cancer.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. You say you did a biopsy test.
Yes.
Okay. After the biopsy test, it's revealed that you have cancer.
Yes.
And how did you feel about that? A young woman, I can say you in your 30s. If I'm guessing right.
Yes.
Yeah, a young woman in her 30s finding out that she has cancer. How did you feel about that?
It was really, a little unsure of what was going on because when you find out you have a lump, it's kind of hard. And then when you talk to other people, they'll tell you it's not something that comes across like, oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. But when I found out and I said, they said you had cancer, like I said, I had already prayed to God first. Okay. And he revealed to me, he said, hey, you do have cancer. But when the doctor told me we have cancer, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I didn't say, why is this happening to me? The first thing I said, okay, God, I told the doctor, what is the next plan?
Okay. You actually going to my next question. So, I was going to ask you, Mrs. Martine, when you find out that you have cancer, what did you do next? Because I know after you had a bad news like that, you must looking for help, right? So what did you do next? Who do you go? Did you go talk to your mom? Did you call your doctor? Or did you talk to your coworker? Tell me, what did you do next?
When I found out I had cancer, I first talked to my family. I had a family meeting, and at that moment, I told them that the doctor told me I have breast cancer.
Okay.
My family was very shocked, because we had just lost my aunt 1 year, a couple months prior to that, which was my dad's sister. And that wasn't easy for my family. Ça pas été un bon bagage pour famille because nous devons perdu ma tante quelques mois avant de trouver nouvelle là. So, I went to my mom, we talked and everybody was like, we have your back, we're behind you, whatever you want to do. Next step was to talk to an oncologist. Okay, so when you talk to an oncologist la ven dou, docteur a fait dou, premier bagay ou avec docteur breast surgeon là.
Yes.
Or
But you meet with the breast surgeon after the biopsy test.
Correct.
Right? Because the biopsy test has to reveal that you have cancer.
Correct.
Then your doctor will send you to
an oncologist. And then tell you what will be the next step, because at that point the only thing they have a panel. I can't speak for every place, but now that I'm seeing it everywhere now, what happens is they have a panel of a couple of doctors who, you have an oncologist, you have a radiologist, you have a breast surgeon, you have all of them looking at what you have. The doctor tells you, the breast surgeon tells you, hey, you have the breast where your stage is, and I was stage 2.
Okay.
So now you're talking to your oncologist. The oncologist comes in and tells you what the plan is going to be.
Okay.
Everybody's on board. That means it's a panel. That means you're going to see, when you have cancer, let me go back. When you have cancer, it's a lot of doctors you're going to see. You're going to see several doctors in this process. And they're going to tell you what next step is going to be, what this is going to be, what is going to happen. So they have a panel of those doctors to tell you what is the best plan that you're going to move forward. Because long time ago, a lot of doctors, you have different doctors, different places everywhere. They don't know what's going on with your procedures. But when you have a panel, everybody knows what is next and what's the plan. What's going on.
That way they can better treat you.
Treat you, correct.
Okay. So after you saw the oncologist, right? So what plan they come with?
Well, my oncologist sat me down and she said, okay, the first things first. We're going to look at a couple of labs and look at your blood to see where you are. The plan was to first cut the breast.
Okay.
But the oncologist was like, no, the plan, they wanted to make sure that they shrunk the lump. So now we didn't remove the breast just yet. What we did was we did chemo.
Yes.
Chemo.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, because I know when you have cancer, you have to do chemo.
Correct.
Before they cut any part that has the cancer.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, not all the time.
No, because depending on what your stage is and where you are in your process and what kind of cancer you have.
Yeah, but your stage was...
Stage 2.
Stage 2. How many stages of cancer?
It starts from 0 to 4.
To 4.
Yes.
Okay, so you were in between.
Yes, I was 2. I had it was developing. My cancer was different. It was, some cancers grow faster, some cancers grow slow. My cancer was growing slow. So it was easier because now it hurts too negative.
Yes.
So once my doctor said, okay, let's do chemo first to see if we can shrink the lump, because my lump was growing like a grape. It was growing like a cluster of a grape, like basically growing out. Oui. Yes. So avec ça, so docteur a dit comme ça, à nous faire chemo avant.
Before they do the surgery.
Correct. So les libres chemo, chemo nous te faire dans chez chemo.
Okay.
It's called adromycin. It's the hardest chemo, the most dangerous chemo you can have, which is adromycin. They tough, they fait 4 rounds avec, chemo ça. Troisième, quatrième round là, oh my God, c'est bon Dieu, bon Dieu pour force et courage, because vous perdu, chevaux dans troisième là, ou pas gain énergie.
How many of those you had to take?
4.
4 chemo.
4 chemo.
Was the most dangerous one you had to take?
The most dangerous one.
Most of the time, I had people says, like when they take the chemo, sometimes it's give them heart failure, which is it's damaged their heart. In your case,
it did.
It did?
Yes, chemo did damage my heart. It wasn't until after my 4th round, I got very, very sick, and it was to the point where I was hospitalized. And so when I got hospitalized, they said there's some fluid in your lungs.
Okay.
And so my doctor was like, we have to find out what's going on. And then I was sent to a cardiologist.
Wow.
And then a couple of weeks after that, I was in Delray Medical, congestive heart failure.
Wow, this is so sad to hear.
Yeah.
But thanks God you're here today.
Yes. Amen.
But I need to be clear and I need to understand this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When you have cancer, right? You have to, your first step has to do chemo, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to do chemo. But while you were in the process of doing the chemo, your heart got damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Without even cutting off your breast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you have to do another surgery before they remove your breast, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. What happens with the congestive heart failure, you, at that time, and this is why I say this situation is very important. Congestive heart failure is the most, which will stop everything that you're doing, because your heart is the most important part
Of your body.
of your body.
Yeah.
So when it gets damaged from a toxic, or like with chemo, they have to find out, how do I repair your heart?
Okay.
Everything had to stop. I couldn't remove the breast yet. I couldn't even do the rest of the treatment.
You couldn't take no more chemo.
No, until we fix the heart. So what the doctor had to do was look at the heart and everything. I was in the hospital 3 times. I had cold blue twice because there was so much fluid in my lungs, and that helps you. Yes, that's why.
Cold blue is like when people
are about to
die.
Yep.
3 times. Cold blue.
Yep, because my heart wasn't functioning. It kept stopping. And then the doctor was like, I don't know where else to send you. But God said, one day he was talking to the doctor. He called his friend in Cleveland Clinic.
Okay.
Called the doctor and said, hey, I have a patient. The patient is very, it's going through something. She's very young. And she said, you know what? Send her now. I had just left Delray Medical that day. And then he said, send her to, Cleveland Clinic. When I got to Cleveland Clinic, I would say they were God sent. C'est mon Dieu qui t'a fait au
Clinic.
Cleveland Clinic.
So, où tu vas faire advertising?
Oh, yes. Cleveland Clinic, m'ka di yo kon
So,
sa.
you take Kanse.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So,
ebyen, on ka tou pale avek public la.
Of course.
Diyo sa, si yo gen problem nan tete, si yo gen
yes, m'ka di Cleveland Clinic te bon la vi. Because si se pa yo menm te ke ranje kèr, m'pa ta prive kote miye jodi ya. So, Cleveland Clinic, moun ki gen problem tete, ki gen problem kèr, wè avèk moun nan Cleveland Clinic. Mwen gen yon spesyal doktor pou kèr, Dr. Maurice Valez. Se li ki te teke mwen de pou kèr. Pou tete ya, se Dr. Blake nan tete ya. Se Dr. Blake. Sa son bon madame. Li pon soin de mwen men, mka di me zanmi, mpa ta plase se pa yo tou li.
Apre bon Dieu.
Apre bon Dieu, oh yes.
Apre bon Dieu, se yo men ki te met ki yo
yes.
la. So, nou di doktor yo mersi, e nou kwe ki yap jwen mesaj la, ki ou fe bon advertising pou yo men. So now, let's go back to the breast cancer. Where both of your breasts got infected with the cancer?
No, just one of my breasts, the right side. One of my breasts was affected, but I did test both breasts and only the one breast had it.
Okay. And did you got one remove or both of them? Because before you begin, because I know most of the time, for us black women, when we have cancer, right? If we have it on the right one, the percentage chance for us to have it on the left side, it's so high. Because of that, most of the time when a black woman find out that they have cancer, they ask the doctor to remove both. In this case, was it you asking the doctor to remove both, or they asked you to remove both? I
asked. Because I did a lot of research, and you're correct about African Americans are mostly prone to have the breast cancer and You would see now a lot more asking to remove both, even though they don't. Some doctors ask you not to because you don't know the future. But for me, I removed both because I felt it was at peace for me. Moi-même, retirer tous les DTT because en paix, yes. Oh, because ou pas connaît because toujours dans des mon étirer un sel et then il retourne gain infecté. Yeah, vous comprenez? So pour moi ça pas tant it was en difficile, décision pour te faire, but on connaît son décision, on connaît l'appel avec lui. And then si at peace and then après ça ou vient sentir better lo ouais ça vous comprenez?
Feel better. Okay, but how did you feel like a woman of breast
it's our world.
It's a very important part of her body,
yes.
You know?
Well, for me, les yo retiré tous les DTT, il te fait mon petit genre sad because of course c'est seul bagay qui fait nous filles. Vous comprenez? Le retiré ou sentir ou pas fille, ou pas sentir un monde encore. Ou sentir mes amis au prend bail qui t'avait des tout le temps ça, yo retiré ou pense ou pas gain ou vinn dessus, you've been more than just saying,
you feel like hopeless,
So, Léo remove li, dit bon Dieu, bon force à courage, mais accepter li. Bon Dieu, bon ça, il dit ok, pas de problème. But, la docteur a pas l'avoir, il dit gagner l'autre option, l'eau à retirer. So, on a parlé de ça tout.
You know one thing I like with doctor, and they always give you courage. Whatever you're going through, they give you courage, telling you this is not the end. There's another option. I really like that about doctor. I'm talking about the good one. Good one, but some bad doctor, and everything we have good and bad.
Yes.
They happy to give you the bad news because for them, a good news is not in news, just like the journalists people.
Oh yes.
So they're happy to tell you the bad news, but some of them know when they see a bad news, they call you, they sit with you, they make you feel comfortable, and then they talk to you and telling you, wait, this is not the end, we have an option. And in your case, I realized that they did that, and it's really worked for you, and I'm happy about that. So now, okay, you're telling me that you got both of your breasts removed, and now I don't think I'm blind. I don't think I'm blind. I think I can see well, but I see that you have two normal, beautiful breasts.
Yes.
Tell us about that. How do you get them?
Well,
was it a miracle made when you were sleeping? God
gave me.
Tell me.
I wish. The thing, once we removed the breast, I had to do radiation and everything else. After radiation, there comes a thing that you can now do reconstruction. The reconstruction part is when, apofenetier tous les DTTU, you met un expanders là-dedans. Expanders là sont bagages qui stretch, qui ouvrir, yes. Jusqu'à ce que t'as remis, par contre qui sont t'as remis
faire.
Yes. Pour moi-même, des fois pile research de ligne, so on décide de faire un bagage les dilap. Dilap là son bagage remove ventre, il retire ni tissue avec skin, puis on recréer TTA. Oui, après ça, ils vont départir avec l'opération ça. L'opération ça fait 13 ans. 13 hours in operation. But it was worth it. Gade dit ça. It was worth it. Il était bon. Si t'as fait encore, t'as fait. Because c'est pour pas utiliser partie pas moi. Pas utiliser by faux, pas utiliser l'autre bagage. It's mine. It's my body. You couper ou, you utiliser ni, and then on fait deux parties là-dedans. Premier bagage là, you retire votre part là. Après ça, you prend graisse là, which is the fat graphene. So you inject the fat power en dans TTA, puis you vient faire un volume pour gagner size ou ta même. Ok, gen docteur yo mande ki si c'est plus gros vle yo puis petit, moi m'te vle yo pas plus gros pas petit pour faire naturally. Yes.
Wow.
So
this is
I've got
nice.
the doctor another Cleveland clinic doctor. Yes.
Clinic.
Oh, Dr. Ghaznavi. Oh, bon docteur.
Ok.
Bon force à courage, toujours parler avec moi, toujours. Si docteur, il y a un docteur qui pas tellement parle avant, il a besoin de courage, vous comprenez? Il y a toujours un bon bail, son business lié. Vous comprenez? Son business lié. Bon, l'autre bon docteur qui vraiment bon pour vivre.
It's a blessing.
Ah, it's a blessing.
So let's go back because this is very interesting, right? You telling me after they remove the cancer, both of your breasts, right? Now they have to leave this part open, stretching it. And after you have to do another surgery that called reconstruction. So this surgery took you 13 hours.
13 hours.
In operation room, right? My God. 13 hours.
13 hours.
So how they do it? They take break or somebody else taking charge? You don't know.
I don't know. The only thing is there's a team.
Okay.
There's a team. You have your main doctor, which was Dr. Ghaznavi, who does the surgery for you. The thing is, it's to give your body the same feeling. Because remember, when they take your breast out, you have no feeling here. Nothing. No feelings, no nothing.
Feel anything.
You don't
it's
feel
like
numb. When he does the D-lap, s'il retire pour ventre là avec, ça c'est nerf, il retire nerf là avec toute bagaille. Puis il refait toute nerf en dedans, ça qu'en l'air. Pour bon, même si c'est like the sensation
that you used to have.
Like you used to have.
This is a miracle because God is too great.
How? You can say that again.
If human can do that, imagine God.
God would give you the strength, and if you give him the chance, he will show you the people that need to help you. Because all I ask God is to get me through it. This was hard because you hear people have it and you don't know, I didn't have any, I had family who had it, but pas de monde qui t'a dit mais ça pour faire, mais ça pour faire. C'est tout c'est pour moi m't'a fait. M'fait tout, all my research to buy comme ça. Parce que raison ça m'dam vinn jodi a pour expliquer like if you have somebody who has cancer, that needs information, that is afraid or anything, find out who else has it. Don't be afraid to talk about it because that's what gives you the strength to move on, to become, better, to get better.
Well, moi content jodi pour moi gagner madame Martine Innocent ensemble avec nous. So, ou même qui peut parler anglais, ou capable de story là. C'est une story qui est vraiment triste et qui est importante tout parce que la bonne une série d'informations que nous-mêmes nous pas connaissons déjà. So, moi-même, je ne suis pas capable d'imaginer, c'est là que vous dites, vous prenez tant un t-shirt dans le ventre pour vous refaire et que c'est même genre à sortir gain et que vous toujours gain même sensation que vous gain là-dedans. This is unbelievable. Oh, this is unbelievable. I cannot understand it. I don't know. If doctor can do that, my God. Wow.
Imagine what God can do for you in your life.
Yeah.
You see, when you go docteur qui a fait, qu'a fait bagay comme ça, ou dit wow, ou perdu un bagay, bon Dieu monte qu'a fait refait. Ça veut dire pas perdu bagay yo vrai.
Wow.
Avec tout ça, on dit qu'on s'en perdu, TTA il refait vin faire plus belle.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. You are a very beautiful woman.
Thank you.
And you are very gorgeous. And you are very open to talk about your story.
Yes.
And this thing you don't find in this society. People, most of the time, when they get sick, they don't talk to people about it because they don't know how you're gonna
receive them.
Yeah, they don't talk about it.
And let me say this. It's not a scary thing. It's when you make it, when you close-minded and you don't, ou pas parler avec aucun monde. On connaît, c'est dans le comité haïtien, pas peur pour parler avec un monde qui est déjà gagné, on suit un monde qui gagne. Ouais avec un monde, pas tant. Because plus moi mon docteur, le main fait check-up avec docteur moi pile haïtien entre nos deux potes. Au conseil dit, il tout late. because moun nan pat vle, se fami nan, kon yon ap di fami nan, ou yo won de fam de TTA, kon yon moun ale pe yo di yo, ale won doctor.
Okay.
De deja konen yo genyen.
But they never go and see a doctor.
They don't see a doctor.
They're sick for help.
Yep. So my thing is, go see a doctor. Même si ou pa parle avec docteur ou père, ou pas comme ça, ou pas comprendre ni, gen moun ki parle créole dans docteur. Mande ou parle avec un moun qui parle créole. That way, même si moun pa gen moun en créole, ask them because you're going to lean.
Yeah.
Si on pa parle en langue, you're going to lean pour faire moun comprendre qui ça y a passé. So it make it easier pour moun passer, you know, the journey. It's difficult. So I ask my Haitian community, please don't try to hide it. Ou konen yo toujou gaman yo toujou di kon sa, de bagay ou pa ka serre l'homme ou maladi age l'homme.
Avec l'homme. Yeah, parce que là ou malade, si ou pas di moun, ou pas besoin
Yeah, yep la.
Yeah, let me ask you that. I know. Takou, m'kone maman, sa Bernadette, m'kone li, mami, si vous regardez là, nous saluons. M'kone mami, en tant que ti gan moun haïtienne. So moun sa ou de pou malade, yo git an gonte pou yo bon.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but c'est m'kapab di se docteur fey nou. So, in your situation, where your mother make tea for you, did you drink any Haitian tea?
Absolutely.
American tea?
Oh no, just Haitian tea. Let me tell you about my mom.
Okay.
The most encouraging woman to know that your child, si moun wap pa son bagay, ou pa pense de l'autre bagay, ou just pense bon me de ti moun. Maman fait toute qualité et remède. Premier maman, c'est haïtien nous. So premier maman nous fait, c'est jus au sol nous boire. Chaque matin boire jus au sol.
Au sol, vai moun yo en anglais.
It's called sea salt. It's in Spanish. It's like a green plant.
Okay.
Ou ka pon feuille là-dedans, c'est dans feuille là nous te comprendre. Manger et si sort là tout. Ko sol la manger li sometimes maman fait jus avec li like papaya and stuff like that.
Ou manger ko sol là li fait thé avec feuille là.
Yes. Yon l'autre thé encore il est si contrat. Si un contrat son l'autre, sous gen tension there's one thing you don't try to have too much.
Si un contrat ou bien craser contrat.
Si un contrat.
Gade là, Marie toujours a dit comme ça, ou même pas quand on sorti à ici, mas ou pas quand on quitte rebelle, ou pas quand on quitte fait.
C'est comme ça tout bon.
Let pas les parents, you know, when you don't raise with your parents, there are a lot of things you don't know.
Yeah.
You know. So raison ça fait pas qu'on fait yo, pas qu'on te yo, so you know. Oh my God. So, vous voulez dire maman merci?
Oh, of course, of course. I would like to say thank you, Mom. You are an amazing woman. When I tell you I love my mom to death, c'est Bernadette Edouard Innoncent. Merci pour tout courage, merci pour tout ça fait pour moi. M'bagé mot, m'bagé l'argent, m'bagé c'est bon Dieu m'gagne cadeau merci. Bon Dieu de c'est où t'es supposé maman because il connaît qui mon t'es. Pour protéger dans tout sens, m'ka dire bon Dieu merci pour tout ça fait. Oh, souvent maman comme moi-même.
You bless.
Oh, bless.
And not only she make tea for you, she also pray with you.
Oh, every day. Il prie pour moi. Il m'encourage, je m'a sorti de mon travail. Il toujours dit, chérie, you know, bon Dieu avant, oui. Il toujours bon, force à courage avec et on moi bon, ou il dit, qui sont à aimer. C'est bon, lorsque moment comme ça. You know, cherish her. Vous comprenez?
Yeah.
Ben tout love again because avoir, you know.
Regret.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bah regretter ça bon Dieu bon moi. Si là, m'a kembe avec tout cœur là. Comme ça. Oh. It's my life.
Non, je toujours dit mon qui est important dans la vie, c'est après bon Dieu c'est maman. Et Marie ou là vient Marie, mais pas que personne vraiment a remplacé l'amour que maman gagne parce que maman depuis maman ouais petite est malade, c'est comme si c'est lui-même qui est malade.
Et puis c'est lui-même qui est malade,
il focus pour petite là. Il y a un bagage qui est radiation. So, les gens font cancer, ils ont toujours recommandé l'autre type de traitement, à part des chimo. Est-ce que vous avez bien pour faire?
Yes. Ou pas tout le monde qui fait radiation, because sous bien 0 jusqu'à ce que 1, maybe, si elle n'a pas rentré de l'autre côté, on va dire, OK, you don't need radiation. But moi-même, j'ai besoin de radiation parce que j'ai trouvé un grain. Là, nous faisons opération, ils ont retiré lymph nodes. Lymph nodes, ils ont retiré 20 lymph nodes là-dedans. Mais dans 20, on seul qui était cancer. So,
lymph nodes là, Miss Martine, c'est comme si vous étiez bon un exemple, comme si c'est un petit gars raisin. Qui lumps là. So, ils ont retiré 20 là-dedans. Et dans 20, ça sont celles qui te gagnent un cancer.
Yep. Yes. So après ça, c'est les raisons ça le docteur a dit puis pour radiation côté Maladi, faut nous faire radiation. On fait 6 rounds of radiation, which was a good thing, you know, with radiation. It helps with your process, with avec process ça va passer là-dedans. So, you know, c'est là ça bon du bon. I mean that c'est là ça where côté où il y a un process là, and then it helps with your process. So, yeah.
Okay. I know cancer is a killer disease, and it's very painful. I never had it, and I'm not praying to have it.
I pray you never.
Yeah, I ask God to favor me in this case. But tell us about your pain. When you have pain, how hard it is, and what do you do? What did you do?
My biggest pain was chemo. Chemo was the worst because you lose your hair, you lose taste in your mouth.
You have no taste.
No taste. It tastes like metal.
Okay.
So, pain no recevoir, c'est son pain qu'on son ou gon fièvre 10 times worse. By la meto sous carbone,
For sure.
Not just sure. Corps vin antigen ou trembler ou corps. It's like comes like like a fever ou gon fièvre 10 times worse fever. Ou quand ou coucher dans carbone ou pas qu'à lever ou vin ouais corps vin descendre ou pas appétit encore ou vin petit ou vin tête ou vin jusqu'à ce que even when on prend bagay ça ou vin gen yo emballer les chemo brain là ou perdi mémoire ou perdi sensation dans main mon vin noir corps vin noir ou vin and then corps tout bonzo commence à faire mal. L'aime penser de ça, it's just like quand je dis avec ma survie because l'offre pour qui moi dès qu'on bagaille relé yo dès comme pour mon médicament sous point 24 hours ou des supposé point lit après ça you done veut dire comme ça son petit bagage qui est beau pour fin pour qui moi
OK
pour gain 24 heures temps pour point lit son petit bagage en machine li yo mettez souvent tout ou sinon mais on autoblé après ça ou done ça veut dire ou tellement pas qu'à move moi me connais dans cabane on prend qui mois de jeudi et vendredi le soir bon 5 heures comme ça on finit ça veut dire pas lever jusqu'à ce lundi matin.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how hard it is on you mentally, physically. It's not good.
So if I understand, like when you have cancer you have to be very strong. Because if you're not strong, you might be dead.
Not only that, people tend to die with cancer, even though they're going through chemo. It's the mind.
Yeah,
it's the mind.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
you have
mind.
to be strong, and you have to
mind.
have a good faith in God. You have to be a believer, knowing that all things is possible to those who trust in God. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because it is very difficult to go through this journey. It tests your faith, it tests your body, it tests you. So when you have the courage, your first thing they tell you, most doctors say, you already beat it when you already have the courage.
Yes.
That means you've already won.
Yeah.
You beat cancer. When you have courage and you walk straight, you walk with faith, you walk with your strength,
Yes.
you've already beat it.
Yes, you already beat it. Yeah, And that's who you are.
Thank you.
I can say you are a beater. You beat it up.
Yep, I beat it. Yes. Yes, I kick its butt,
Wow.
comme on dit.
Miss Martine, when you had your cancer, were you having a boyfriend? Because you tell me you're not married. So if you had someone in your life at that time, how did he support you?
My son's father was amazing. I must say he is an amazing father.
Okay.
Because l'on passe bagay sa, bata yon petit tout bo a passe ki jon semblé, you know, it's hard on you. Ou kompon? Mvoye petit mwen ale pou rete avek papa li, mpa fe tretman. Pas de petit
Because you
mwen
didn't want him to see.
No, I did not want my son to see that. That was a lot because people maman li ap chanje cheve li, ay kon sa ke la wè ma passe, you know, en douleur. That's not what you want for your child. So mka di, sou bon moun an la vi ou, an moun mari ou, ki I pa kompon ni, ala vek li no doktor, ala vek li pi ka kompon. Because sa,
Yeah.
remember, lo gen bagay sa, li it strip you from everything.
Yeah.
Ou kompon, se pa, on vlo patavle a rem avek moun, ou patavle folon moun, whatever case.
Yeah,
Son bagay,
but
it's a
that's
lot.
not in my way
No,
now.
that's not. But si
Yeah.
yon moun nou bon moun avou, fe yo ala vek yo pou yo ka plus kompon, so yo pou pa gen moun ap gado pou ki sa ou pa, nou pa, you know,
Yeah. Get
love,
together,
get
do
together.
something together.
No, it
Yeah.
let moun nou kompon ki so pase, fe easier for you.
Yeah.
Ou kompon?
Yeah.
So I get it. It was tough, but God, thank you. My son's father was amazing. Le pon chay sa, m di, bon Dieu, ou pale, oui, bon Dieu, ou pale, oui, ma poude, oui.
Okay, Miss Martin, we know that you lose your hair while you were doing chemo, and I know, of course, you have to go out, right? When you have to go out, what do? Do you wear wigs?
Nope.
Or do you?
I was bald.
It's like you accept
Yep.
you the way you are.
I think, God dit ça avec tout cœur, m'étais plus belle en bas de cheveux.
Yeah, I
Yes.
see this picture that you sent me.
Yes.
It's very nice. You look like a model.
Oh, thank you.
So about now, so is your hair go back?
Yes.
or-
Cheveux toujours go back à pour fin faire dernier round, hein?
Okay.
Et puis un petit temps, been long. So my hair started growing fast, but I'm tellement voulais protéger cheveux, so I'm toujours want to wear a wig and try to make sure protéger cheveux because it's that's you don't want it to break, you don't want it. So I try to protect my hair and try to make sure that I continue to have hair.
Okay. Miss Martin, I know. Like when you're sick, when you go to the doctor, if you have high blood pressure, if you are a diabetic person, or if you have cholesterol, the doctor always recommend that you eat a certain amount of food. In your case, when you had cancer, did you have to change your diet?
Yes, I changed my entire diet.
Okay.
What I used to say, what I did first is said, okay, what am I eating that I need to change? So, premièrement, m'gade tout ça m'a genyen, ça qui genyen, qui pas bon pour moi manger. So, m'retire viande bœuf, cochon, m'retire tout bail ça yo. Seulement manger plus poisson, cribiche sometimes because again it can give you cholesterol.
Okay.
Mangeons pile fruits. My favorite was berries. I would eat berries. I would eat raspberry, blackberry, strawberry. Tout ça, it get antioxidants. Antioxidant,
It's good for
it's
cancer.
good for your cancer because it kills cancer.
Yes.
So plus manger on pile like carrots. Feuilles, si c'est pour feuilles, manger des épinards. Manger Donne-moi manger des yes.
Vous voulez un bagay, et Marine toujours dit, d'un coup, la bon bagay, depuis que la pâte tastes good, I don't want it because I'm looking for taste. Lindsay, don't know Maladi.
Oh, he is so right. Lo malade.
Lindsay, don't know Maladi, love well.
C'est feuille en gazou. Manger feuille là avec épinards manger chaque matin avant le travail. Aussi là quand il a mangé un pile épinards because l'idée bon pile force avec avec ça. Carrots et soupe jumeau c'est my favorite. On a nous toujours gagné la première année, janvier. But moi-même, chaque dimanche, maman me déconne pas because les bombes tout ça que là-dedans, qui ont pile vegetables, tout everything you can think of. Qui te gagne là-dedans. I love it. Oh, bouillon. Oh. Gade, bouillon, manger bouillon it was the love. Because tellement de gen pile bagay là-dedans qui sakte, ça sakte mon force.
Yeah.
On pile force, the mon pile force that continue.
Okay, Miss Martine, I think we have a very nice interview and en pile information bal et m'kwe moun yo content toute information ça que Miss Martine te porté pour yo même jodi. But avant nous finir Miss Martine, gen yon bagay ki m'time one day. I think les shopping, le bagay la shopping, we sente bal manteau là. But parce que la vini après. But qui ça que ou ta remé share avec public là, surtout Haitian women, parce que nous toujours parler de histoire. OK? So, m'ta aimé ou parler avec yo, qui sont ta aimé dire yo, si gen qui fait cancer, si gen qui senti un boule en parti dans corps, qui sont ta aimé dire aujourd'hui?
Premier bagay m'ta aimé dire yo is on force à courage. You're not alone. Ou pas ou seul ou, sou kono ou gon bay ou senti un bagay qui pas senti normal, relé docteur. Relé docteur, dit docteur, bah mais ça me senti là, dit docteur ta aimé fait test. L'autre fille qui gagne 40 ans plus de l'âge, sous gagne ou dans me fait mammogram, Dieu fait ultrasound avec mammogram là. Because l'on fait mammogram là, il pas trouver dans ça c'est avec ultrasound là il trouver. So me dit mesdames pas peur. Relais au docteur ou parler avec un monde. Si vous pas parler avec un monde, besoin d'encouragement, ou si vous voulez nous relais. Si nous pensons.
Bah, numéro
de téléphone, moi, sous ta relais, moi, le numéro de 954 821 21 02. Numéro encore, c'est 954 821 21 02.
Okay, Miss Martine, we can see and you're a beautiful smile, you're happy, but I know why. So, si you want cancer positive and now you are cancer free, of course you have a reason to be happy. But I don't know, are you cancer free now?
I am cancer free. I have been cancer free for 2 years now.
Oh,
Bon Dieu merci because my goal is pour d'arriver dans 5 ans pour yo dire comme ça, et plus dans chance ou pas gagner après 2 ans because cancer va retourner après 2 ans.
Okay.
So my people out there, please continue to pray for me. So when I get to that 5, that 6, that 10 years, that 20 years, no more cancer, that cancer, we know. Because nous connaissons, bon Dieu te dit, la femme de faire opération, bon Dieu dit comme ça, il ne pas retourner. So je continue de dire, bon Dieu, si vous avez bon Dieu dans le cœur ou vous avez bon Dieu dans la vie, priez, demandez bon Dieu pour force à courage, because I know I did, il dit, bah la pas retourner. So je dis, bon Dieu, merci, thank you God, thank you God.
Praise God.
Praise
so
God.
Give God glory for you.
Yes.
Et nous pouvons cancer aller, et
Yes.
il aller net,
Yes.
au nom de Jésus, il va
Yes.
bien droit tourner dans la vie.
That's right.
Si tu crois, tu verras la gloire d'ici.
Yeah, amen.
Bon, nous disons au même merci qui était à côté nous. Et nous t'avons aimé faire part de Open Life TV Show. C'est un show qui porte un peu d'informations pour nous. C'est un show social, religieux et culturel. So, vous êtes capable toujours supporter show nous, lâcher une vidéo, partager pour nous-mêmes et ça fait nous plaisir en pile. Nous voulons dire merci à Work Insurance Agency qui c'est nous capable de dire big supporter nous, qui toujours supporter nous pour nous capable porter belles choses pour vous capable contacter Pasteur Geri dans 954 479 81 09 pour tout type d'assurance que vous avez besoin, c'est celle numéro ça pour aller 954 479 81 09. Wek Insurance Agency. C'était un plaisir pour nous être ensemble avec vous. Encore, merci tout le monde. Bonsoir et passez un bon moment. À la prochaine.